Hello and welcome to A Word of Hope. I'm Brother Edward, coming to you from St. Vincent Ferrer Priory in River Forest, Illinois. Today the Church celebrates on this February 14th a memorial of St. Cyril and Methodius, two blood brothers who were missionaries to the Slavic people. In today's Gospel is a story of the cure of a man who was not able to hear and had a difficulty speaking. And this man is brought to Jesus and put in front of him and is asked to have compassion for this man. What is interesting in this miracle of cure is the drama that is associated with it. And you might say it's Jesus using a type of sign language. The first thing Jesus does is to take his fingers and put them into the guy's ears, which to someone who can't hear, he's indicating your ears are plugged. And then the second thing, he takes him away from the group and he spits in his hand and touches the man's tongue with it, which was another indication in the ancient world of healing, that people would spit on wounds. So Jesus is indicating to him, I want to cure you. And then Jesus stops and he looks to heaven and he prays, which is telling us that what is to happen is not going to be a magic trick, or it's not going to be an ancient remedy that we see in the ancient world using things like spit. But this is going to be the demonstration of divine power. And then as Jesus prays, he gives out a sigh. And if you've ever been through something kind of trying, you're just like, oh, thank God this is over. So it kind of indicates that what has been prayed for is going to be received. And the man receives his hearing and his speech. But today, I think something we can draw from this, and maybe even as we celebrate the secular Valentine's Day, is that at the heart of God is compassion. So Jesus not only functions and brings about this cure, but he relates it to the very compassionate heart of God, who wants people to be saved and to be loved and treated with compassion. So today, we may think of people who are physically limited with their hearing and their speech, and we can pray for them and ask God to assist them in their struggles. But we should also broaden the interpretation of this miracle to those who do not hear the Word of God or are unable to hear the Word of God, and those who have heard the Word of God but never speak of the Word of God with their friends and neighbors. So today, as we celebrate the feast of these two great missionaries in the Slavic world, and we celebrate the feast of romance and love with St. Valentine, let us remember that the very heart of God is compassion.